Hello guys, and welcome back to War in the Pacific. If you haven't already, check out my first episode in this series. There will be a playlist link in the description. That is my introductory video where I tell you exactly what I'm hoping to do with this series. I show you everything I've done basically on my first turn. I also explain game mechanics and certain things like that to help you understand the game if you're newer to it like I am. This series will be played in such a format that I will do my turn in one episode, and in the same episode I will hit end turn and we will see the results of that turn. The first turn being so long because I had to take, let me show you the map here, large strategic map. I had to give orders everywhere that you see green here essentially to get started, and I had so much stuff to go over, and because this is my first series of this on this channel, decided to do some teaching about the game as well. It took a while, it took an hour for the first turn, so I decided to split the turn itself and then the results into two different episodes, but do note in the future you can expect one episode for the turn and the results, no matter what. But as I've already gone over my first turn, it's time to hit end turn and see how this goes. Alright, so let's end the orders phase and saving the game in slot 2, just in case I messed up, I guess. Something getting caught in the net, activity in the water, a Pearl Harbor, explosion in the minefield. Oh god, I think those were midget submarines. One got caught in some defenses, and I think one got hit by a mine or ran into a mine. So I don't think they got any of our troops, at least I certainly hope not. The way this results phase works is it calculates, a lot of stuff has to calculate. We have battles like this happening. What? Did I just hit a Japanese carrier with a submarine? I think the SS Plunger here, a US submarine, detected the Kido Butai and hit the carrier Hiryu with a torpedo. What the hell? Here I am waiting for Pearl Harbor, expecting us to get our asses kicked in. And the SS Plunger, I guess I set my patrol paths correctly, found the Kido Butai, the Japanese first air fleet, and got a single torpedo into the side of the Hiryu. Some of the escort destroyers tried to hunt the sub down to fire depth charges. Oh, looks like he launched 2 torpedoes. I guess only one hit, or only one exploded. The US has something in this game, I think, where they have a hit but no explosion problem, so I don't know if that's what happened. But one of the torpedoes hit its target, and we got a torp into a Japanese carrier. I don't think you understand how big that is. You probably don't, so let me explain. If that did any meaningful amount of damage, then either it's going to sink on the way back to Japan, which that's probably a little too hopeful, let's be real, or it'll get back to Japan and have to sit in a dry dock repairing for maybe 100 days, maybe 200 days. With only one torpedo, we're probably looking at like 100, but that's amazing. I never expected results that good. Oh my god, you're going back in again? Okay, this Plunger is insane. Oh, he's getting depth charged. He went in for another set of shots. He tried to fire at the Akagi this time, another Japanese carrier in the Kido Butai. I know where it is now, that's for sure. It's located here. The Kasumi, the Japanese destroyer, is launching depth charges to try to kill this madman of a Plunger. Wow, dude. I need to give this man a medal. He launched 4 torpedoes, and I guess they all missed. So he's launched 6 torps now. I think he has 8. I don't know. I'm not sure. That may have been all of his torps, though. The Argonaut at Midway Island is firing at a destroyer, the Ushio, but he failed to hit. I guess he might have missed or something, and now he is being depth charged as well. Oh, the submarine got hit and is taking on some water. That's not good. I guess you win some, you lose some, huh? A lot of near misses rattling the sub. Yep. Wait, why is there a destroyer at Midway? What's happening? I didn't think there'd be a destroyer at Midway, but apparently so. The escort abandoned the attack, so we got 5 hits on our SS Argonaut by the destroyer Ushio. So that's a pretty lucky thing right there. Hopefully the Argonaut doesn't sink. It doesn't say anything about critical damage. And I don't think it can be on fire, considering it's underwater. Not like the carrier, which is on fire. I'm so happy about that. You have no idea. Let's move on. We're going into the air operations phase for the AM. Bad weather, canceling patrols. All over the map. Things that I have had set. Japanese float plane spotted. This is a lot of recon happening, basically. We have lots of, oh yeah, detecting Japanese planes going on. Japanese task forces. So far, entirely aircraft. Whoa. 9 Japanese ship, 1 Japanese ship. So we're spotting all kinds of submarines. An oil slick. That doesn't sound good for the Japanese. These are going by so fast I can hardly keep up with them. We spotted a Japanese CVL off the coast of the Philippines. A whole bunch of Japanese ships. That's an invasion force we just saw heading down to the Philippines. So it sounds like at least one of their light carriers is off the coast of the Philippines. Good to know. Maybe I can hit it with some B-17Ds. Japanese submarines. Okay. Now it's the airstrike phase. And they are bombing 24 Betty bombers and 8 Zeros. I don't know where this is. Iba. Ooh. I think I had some aircraft at Iba, and they were bombing the airfield. Looks like we didn't take any damage. Do note, any and every result we see in these results and anywhere are subject to fog of war. Even on our side. We have to kind of get into the game to see the proper results. This is all reports. We'll see the proper results later. Iba under more of an attack. 25 Zeros and some 21 Bettys bombing the airfield. I intentionally didn't defend this far out because it's not worth a lot of VP. And I just didn't want to waste any of my power so close to the Japanese main islands defending bases that are going to fall anyway, like without a doubt. And we have a raid going after Clark Field. Here's what I chose to defend. We have some 33 P-40 Warhawks, I think, defending this. They're not all in the air yet, but they're getting into the air, you can see. Oh man, what's even happening here? The Zeros are engaging our Warhawks. Very close range. My P-40s are getting damaged. The Zeros are way better than my P-40s. And lots of them are getting damaged. We're diving behind a Zero, I think. Or they're diving behind us. Oh no, the Zeros are diving on us. I didn't get to see what height they came in on, but yeah, they're doing some damn nice damage to us. You see this? Not a good day for our Warhawks. One just got destroyed there for sure. More of our Warhawks are arriving, but they cannot outmaneuver the Zeros. So this is not going to go very well. That's for sure. Oh, come on. Can we get any Zeros down at least? Or is this just going to be a constant back and forth of my Warhawks getting destroyed is what it's looking like. Destroyed and damaged. This is 100% cap too. This is literally the best I can do. Oh, we damaged a Zero. That's better than nothing. I mean, that's not going to give us any victory points unless it suffers an operational loss. But, yeah. I'm just going to skip through the rest of this. And, okay. Looks like this is them leaving the bombing zone. Probably going to work about the same. Okay, no, now they're approaching the bombing zone. I don't know what those two phases were. Oh, I think it was a different air group. I don't think all of our air groups got in at the same time. Okay, so let's see the results. Oh, I hate to look at this. Okay, despite so many P-40E Warhawks getting damaged, it looks like only 2 of them got destroyed. Now, this could be fog of war. But if all we got destroyed was 1 and we took down a Zero and damaged 2 enemy bombers, that's really not that bad in terms of victory points. So I guess I'll take it. It's better than nothing. And here comes a raid on Pearl Harbor and all my planes going up. I chose not to evacuate Pearl Harbor for 2 reasons. Number 1, I didn't want anything that shot by a submarine. And number 2, I thought that would be kind of cheesy. So I kept everything in Pearl Harbor as it belongs. but I launched up as many planes as I possibly could. I don't know how many planes we got here. Like, we have something like 80 planes maybe. I don't know. We have 31 enemy Zeros escorting 144 Kates, 126 Vals. We are diving on the Zeros here. Really. I guess they're coming in at a lower... Huh. Yeah, they must be coming in at a lower altitude here. I set my heights pretty standard across. Oh, you know what it could be? P-40Bs have better maneuverability at higher ranges. So my P-40Es are probably operating at 15,000 feet. My P-40Bs are probably operating at 20,000. Oh, but the Zeros are still able to dive on my Warhawks, so they must be operating at multiple heights. Ooh, we just lost a Warhawk for sure. I don't know how the Wildcats are doing. I don't think any of them have even arrived in the battle yet. This is just a massive back and forth between my P-40B Warhawks getting into the battle. I've seen some of these Zeros go away. The battle kind of moves so quick that I can't completely tell. A critical hit on a Mohawk, that's okay. The P-36As are fucking useless. I imagine eventually I might just start using those for, training? But that requires me to have enough of other airframes first, which I do not have. Multiple of our Mohawks are being destroyed, unfortunately. Some Zeros are leaving because they're running out of ammo. That's not what you want to see. Some of my Wildcats are arriving, and they just killed a Zero. Oh, yes, that's what I want to see. Another Zero damaged. I guess my Wildcats are really the best things I have here, but there you go. Look, they're all out already. I guess we didn't really have very much here. Ah, my Wildcats, no. P-40's leaving because they're low on ammo, really. You notice my P-40B Warhawks never really doing a whole lot against the enemy Zeros. The Mohawks are, of course, garbage. I just threw them up because I had them. The Wildcats doing great work here still. Another Wildcat just destroyed another Zero. These guys are the stars here. Yet, what we have mostly are P-40Bs. I believe the Wildcats, these are my carrier aircraft, but these Wildcats are not carrier trained. They can operate off of one, but these are not actually trained to function on a carrier. So they're here just defending Pearl Harbor instead. A Mohawk is spinning away on fire. Yeah, the Mohawks are just garbage. The P-40Bs can barely compete with the Zeros. A Warhawk getting destroyed right there. I guess I could just have to rely on my Wildcats with another Warhawk getting destroyed there. Oh, man. This is why I decided to split this turn up into 2 episodes, by the way, because I knew this would be a pretty busy turn. A Zero destroyed by a P-40B Warhawk. And a Wildcat diving and firing. Ah, no effect. Damn, I'm glad to see the P-40B Warhawks are getting something done. Critical hit on a Zero destroyed by a Warhawk. Oh, man. This is getting better. Something about an oil leak on our side and their side. Aircraft are withdrawing from the fight. Critical hit on a Wildcat. No, we just got a Wildcat destroyed. Those are so valuable, apparently. Another P-40B Warhawk destroyed. Man, this is going to be a big turn for victory points on either side. Damage does not necessarily result in victory points, by the way, unless it leads to an operational loss by default. Damage just means it's got to get repaired. Destroyed means victory points, and we just got destroyed. Another Warhawk. Well, I think we have the general gist of how this battle is going. This is going to go on for a little while longer, so I'm going to skip through the rest of this part here. Looks like we had like a second wave of it. Oh. The bombers are involved in this wave, yeah. In this wave, we're actually firing on the bombers. The shitty P-36A Mohawks are firing on enemy Vals and already destroyed one. That's nice. I guess these are the planes that got past the Zeros. And the bombers are firing back. A lot of our Mohawks are leaving. As you see the P-40B Warhawks diving in on the bombers and doing very well. You can see we did get through what seems like half of the enemy Zeros, but then again, like half of our fighters seem to have had to land trying to get through them. we're not going to get through nearly enough of these bombers as we may need to. There will still be good damage against us in this Pearl Harbor, but hopefully we will outperform history, without being scummy and trying to run everything away. More bombers being damaged, and another one destroyed. Nice. Yeah, the Zeros aren't taking part, so I can only assume that this is the phase of when you get past the enemy escort. Destroying some enemy Kates. We just got 2 of them with the P-40B Warhawks. Wow. Now that we're in on the bombers, this is just so much better. We're doing real nice here. Another Val destroyed. Critical hit on a Val. Another Val damaged. Another Val destroyed. Wow. Very good results. Another one. Wow, dude. I mean, when you're going up against over 200 of them, I guess it doesn't matter that much because they're going to hit the port. They're going to hit some of my battleships, and it's going to suck. But getting as many kills as we possibly can hopefully make up for it somehow. I'm going to skip through the rest of this here, and we're going to get in on the bombing now. A Zero destroyed by flak. A Val destroyed by flak. Several of them. Ooh, a 250-pound bomb in on the Nevada. 800-pound bombs on the Oklahoma. That's not good. Critical damage. Uh-oh. Val's destroyed by flak. I think we're going to get to hit them with our fighters on the way out as well. Damaging a lot of their bombers with flak. But there's over 200 here. They're damaging our planes on the ground like our torpedo bombers. Runway hits. Yeah, they're damaging. They destroyed some of our planes on the ground as well. We do have a lot of bombers and stuff on the ground. They're damaging some fighters that were not in the air. Maybe some that are under maintenance. The city bombardment. Dude, they're bombarding everything on the Hex. Yeah, look, they're switching between the city and the airfield right now. Oh, man, the Tennessee got hit by an 800-pound bomb. That's not good. The Maryland hit by a 600-pound bomb. If we lose any of these ships, no matter how many planes we destroy, it's not going to make up for it. So long as we don't lose as much as in history. They're bombing the city, man. They're hitting the city, these crazy fuckers. Oh, man. That's not good. The Helena. Severe fires below decks. The Nevada getting hit some more. Oh, this is not okay. Not okay. Nevada getting hit some more. I think the Nevada sank historically. We've already outperformed history in terms of air kills, because, I believe in Pearl Harbor, the Japanese only lost 3 planes, and they were all Zeros. Something like that. We know how this is going, and it hurts. Let's skip through the rest of that, and oof, I'm afraid to scroll down. Alright, so Japanese aircraft losses. 3 Zeros destroyed in air-to-air combat, 1 destroyed by flak, 13 Kates destroyed in air-to-air combat, 5 damage. 10 Vals destroyed in air-to-air combat, 23 damage, and 5 destroyed by flak. That is already way outperforming history. Now, this is the aircraft losses. I'm going to ignore the damage because we can maybe repair those, but destroyed 2 Mohawks, 1 was on the ground. 4 P-40B Warhawks, 1 was on the ground. 1 Wildcat only, really. A Havoc and a Bolo destroyed. Okay, here's the ships. So Destroyer Mine Layer, I think. Heavy fires, heavy damage from a big bomb hit. That's no good. 4 bomb hits on the Nevada. It doesn't say anything about heavy damage. The Pennsylvania took 3 bomb hits and is on fire. Oklahoma took 1 on fire. Tennessee took 2 on fire. Maryland took 3, not on fire, not heavy damage. Arizona took 3 on fire. The Helena took 2 on fire. West Virginia 5 heavy fires. That's not good. A destroyer, Aluwin, took 1 hit on fire, and the California took 3 hits on fire. Our battleships really got targeted and really suffered a lot of hits, but none of them have heavy damage, so fingers crossed, potentially, we might be able to get them into the shipyards and save every single battleship at Pearl Harbor. And if that's the case, we just saved hundreds of victory points. I mean, they may be out of action for months, But we may have just saved how much? Like hundreds of VP between like the 2 or 3 battleships historically lost. We're talking 1,000 victory points. So that's a pretty big deal. They did hit the runway, they hit the port, they hit the repair yard. We did lose some casualties on the ground, just disabled, so that's like damage. It doesn't count towards victory points. Let's close that out and proceed. They're bombing Davao in the Philippines. Nothing really exciting to watch there. Some port hits. They're bombing Kota Baru. I have some units there, but there's not a whole lot interesting that could happen here. They raided with 29 nates. Apparently, 2 were destroyed by flak and 8 were damaged. That's pretty impressive, if true. Now they're raiding somewhere else. Lanai? No, I don't know what it's called, but we don't really have much there but some troops. They're going after the runway anyway. 7 runway hits doesn't really affect us much. Enemy Japanese raid. 19 sallies. Raiding Allure Star. I know we have some troops there that I'm retreating. They went for the air base. They got 2 of their bombers damaged. 2 of their sallies got damaged. I don't know from what. I guess by flak. A bombing raid on a Chinese corps. We don't have any planes to stop them in China. I think when you play as China, when you play as Japan, typically China is used as a training area because there's not enough planes to stop you. The Flying Tigers at the moment are kind of being repaired. They have some planes under maintenance. I haven't sent them in yet to do anything. I want to see if we can get those maintenance planes, kind of fixed up before doing that. But let's get in here and continue this turn. Another raid with the Tojos. I believe these are prototype fighters that end up replacing their army fighters. And they're supposedly really, really good. And they only have like 6 or 8 of them at the start of the game. But they went in for a bomb at a Kukong against a base force. And they didn't really do anything. Another bombing raid. Bunch of Idas at Liu Chao. No real damage there. To our units anyway. That we know of. 25 Sallies going in for a raid on Georgetown. They hit the runway, they hit some airbase. We do have some planes stuck here. It doesn't look like they hit them, so that's good. More Sallies raiding Kota Baru. Hitting the runway, the airbase. Not hitting any of our troops. More Sallies raiding Allure Star. 4 of them damaged. A lot of runway hits. No damage to anything there that really matters, that I understand anyway. They're bombing a construction regiment over here in Chusien. Chusien? I don't know how to say that. I'm going to struggle with a lot of these names. I'll do my best, I promise. Aircraft landing. Is this the end? Nope. We are now in the PM operation phases. Ah, yes, I have the Task Force Z running away from Singapore. I forgot about that. Heading back to Colombo, I believe, to meet up with the British fleet and the light carriers. Oh! Something got destroyed. I don't know what. It was some kind of plane. It was a search plane. I don't know if it was ours or theirs. One of our Catalinas destroyed by the cap. That's not good. Apparently a Catalina hit an enemy sub. That's awesome. We're spotting a lot of their submarines. Ports object on the surface. That sounds like a submarine. As this goes on, like, there's units moving all over the place. Every order I've given is now in motion, so there's a lot of stuff happening on the map. And we'll go over it in the next episode, where we will do my entire turn's orders and these result replay screen as well. in that same episode, episode 3. We have some Ki-30Ns going into bomb. Oh, I skipped past it. Whoops. Well, I don't think they did anything really important, so I didn't realize it would be that short. Nels approaching some of our ships. That's not good. Some AKs. Transports. Nothing important yet. No hits. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm at the edge of my seat. Oh, no. So they targeted 2 of our AKs. Yeah, I think I'm retreating some AKs through here. Most, I think, I've sent south to go around Sumatra through Oosthaven, but I guess I sent some of them up here. You know, actually, it might have been coming from here. It might have been coming from one of the bases on Sumatra. I'm not sure. Aircraft landing, air transport phase, aircraft landing, surface combat check. Japanese ships are bombarding Midway Island. Hey, there's that destroyer that hurt my submarine, that bitch. Now he's shooting at Midway for some reason. The Marine Defense Battalion there is firing back, but I don't think we're really going to hit it. Oh, there's another destroyer also firing. Why are you bombarding us here? What's the point? 15,000 yards. Damn, that's so far. It's amazing you can be accurate with that kind of a distance with a destroyer. Oh, they're closing. 9,000 yards, 8,000 yards. I don't know what these are. I think these are like 4-inch guns, so they can do some damage, and they're in real close now. They hit the airbase supply, the runway, and a port, but it looks like nothing else, so that's pretty good. 7 coastal guns fired in defense. Or shots fired in defense. Naval Bombardment at Kota Baru. I think historically this could be a pre-invasion action here. Lots of bombardment, yeah, with like almost 5-inch guns here, I think. We do have troops here, and I am trying to retreat those troops. I have them on move orders. I didn't want to put them in strat mode because I figured they might get attacked because they're so close to the front line. Probably going to have to switch them into combat after this. Let's skip through the rest of this bombardment. 40 coastal gunshots fired in defense. God damn. We have 35 Japanese casualties. Only squads disabled. There is an invasion force here, yes. As I don't know what an SC is. This is a patrol boat, I think. Destroyers, light cruiser. That's a cargo transport. But there is some kind of invasion force here. Probably in the SCs? Again, I don't know what those are. We lost 1 non-combatant squad disabled. Not too big a deal. Here we go. Troops unloading over the beach. That was a pre-invasion action. They are also unloading onto Bataan Island. There's nothing defending that, so they'll take it this turn, probably. More troops unloading. I think this is just historical movements. Land, move, attack phase. Alright, this is the final phase before the supplies get calculated and the replay ends. See, a lot of our stuff is moving around. I guess we have some tank battalions already arriving in Manila, so that's good. This is them attacking Bataan Island. As you can see, there is nothing here to stop them, so they are going to take it. They capture Bataan Island. Nothing I could do about that. No way I could have gotten troops there in time. Yeah. San Francisco expands forces size 1, Cebu as well, Suva as well, Adelaide as well, Wellington as well, Vancouver. Nice, we got a lot of fortifications going up, that's good. Getting to fort size 1 is like really easy. It's when you hit 7, or when you're trying to get to 7, that it becomes problematic. I have a lot of build orders set, so I don't even remember what they all are because I did it over a period of 40-ish hours. But this is, I believe, the end of the turn here. We've seen all the combat, everything that we're gonna see, which is awesome. Yeah, now I bet you see why I split this into 2 episodes. No other turn that we ever do in the future is going to be anywhere near this long, but we got some replacements arriving. That's good. We need lots of those. Low garrison in Mandalay. That's not good. we don't have enough of a garrison in Mandalay. I do have troops headed there to fix it. It led to the loss of some victory points. I learned the AI doesn't have to deal with garrisons. I found it in the manual. They don't have to deal with any kind of garrisoning anything. They don't suffer any penalties at all. So I found a couple of ways in which the AI cheats in this game, but apparently the AI is just so bad that that's why they have to do it. But we'll see how this goes. I'm bad too. This is my first time playing the game. I don't know what's going to happen. We could get our asses kicked. Who knows? A whole lot of the movements I've been doing are going through right now. Like, I've moved a lot of air units, and you're seeing them arrive and combine with the forces that are there. Whole lot of logistics stuff happening. Now we have a whole lot of base forces arriving. Philippine battalions, infantry groups. Oh, that might help us hold the southern island. We're going to need to get supplies there at some point. I didn't send any there because I didn't have any anywhere close, like any cargo ships. But I am sending a lot down to Darwin, and we can hopefully pull some supplies out of Darwin and get them up to the Philippines to maybe help us hold on a little bit longer. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of December 7th. We have reached December 8th. I hope you guys enjoyed December 7th. From here on, we will move to our standard format of going over the orders and then going into the results in one episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. I hope it's interesting to you. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Really, I'd love to hear them. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on episode 3.